Now it's going on.
4, 3,
3, 2, 1.
1.
Here I am. Action, action. This is Nostrovini with the years peeled off him. Do I look young? Do I look vibrant? Do I look 30 years younger than I am? Of course I do, because God is with me. God is on my side, believe it or not. I am like Job, tested by God, but given a cute face. Oh, I have a cute face, you see. I have 20 years off of me. I'm 65, but I don't look like that. But my body's 87, if you see. Anyway, bill is in the mail. You know what happened? They tried, oh, I'll tell you what happened. They tried to change a bill in Congress, and Mr. Trump, my hero, Mr. Trump, was going to make all the medicine very uh, okay, cheap.
To me.
What he was going to say, I, by the order of my King Trump, will make all the medicines inexpensive. Because what we've been doing is we're paying the bills for the foreigners, the Europeans, the Africans, the Asians, cheap medical stuff for them, but no Viagra for us. Our Viagra costs too much. Our Ozempic too much. That's why we're all fat and they're all skinny. And it's not fair, but Mr. Trump is changing all of this. Or if I could raise my arms, if I had a hold, because I can't raise my arms, I would be shouting and throwing my fist up in the air. Anyway, peeved on a jet plane. Now, this is the unfair. Trumpy has been wandering around on Air Force One, which is 40 years old. It's old, it's an old plane. And the Saudi Arabians wanted to give him a present of a palace in the sky. That's the most modern, but they say it's a bribe. It's not a bribe, it's honoring our King Trump. Our King Trump. Trump, bum, 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 Trump. Look what if you became a Trumpian, you'd get a youthful face too. I noticed those old, like Bruce Springsteen. Oh, Bruce Springsteen he looks like crap, quite honestly. And so does Sean Penn. You know why? Because they think it's the end of the world, because they're nihilists. Deep down, they don't like humanity. They want there to be few of us.
But he's
Few.
Republican.
No, Bruce Springsteen is a Democrat. He's an old Democrat, a very old Democrat. I used to love him. I still love his music, but I don't love him no more. Our relationship is soured.
Picked up the door.
Get out. If he was in my house, I'd say, get out of here, Mr. Springsteen. I say it politely because I'm a polite person. I say, Mr. Springsteen. I used to sing like this. Suicide machines. Dancing in the dark. Yeah, he was dong ding dong, yeah. But now he can't sing no more. He looks like an old lesbian. That's what happens when you get old enough and skinny enough and look like an old lesbian.
Wow.
And he has the same opinions. He probably has a cat. He probably doesn't have a dog. I can see through him. I know the nature of the man.
He kept the house.
Oh, I'd say three.
Oh, wow.
I think, and maybe a doggy that he doesn't pay enough attention to. He's not a people person. I know that much. And if he was, he would be for trumpity bumpity bumpity bump, trumpity bumpity bumpity bump. Now, and you know what they did in Bulgaria or wherever Trump's my wife came from? They stole her statue. She had yes, and they cut it off at the feet. Now I could see this because it was a beautiful statue of a beautiful woman.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
that's horrible. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Even the statues of the president
What
of the
would they
United States.
cut it for?
They cut it for scrap metal or to fill up the statue. Perverts, statue perverts. Let me tell you something. That's the worst thing you could do. What are you gonna do? Well, you can go up to Statue of Liberty's dress next? Oh, I'm upset. This world is going to pot. And literally the pot. You know the pot smokers are controlling New York? This yeah, this whole place smells of a 1968 kid's backpack. And he's an Haight-Ashbury. And they take the drugs all the time.
Wow.
Now they're gonna have a migrant reality show in which And it's sent by the State Department, in which you can win an American citizenship by doing a lot of events. And they haven't made it clear what it was. You're supposed to know about America and do events so you compete with others. Maybe there would be like climbing over a fence or digging a hole under the ground because they're really good at that, or going through the desert for a long time, like a survival thing. And if you make it, you become an American citizen and go the way of the law.
Right, blue.
The one right and blue, my friends. Now, you know what's happening with the crazy white people? They're getting Barbie tans. That's when instead of go out in the sun and try to get a regular tan, they take a chemical and put it in them and they turn it from the inside out. They get a tan. But there's a problem. You get nauseous and you puke. Now, I'm attracted to attractive women who have tans, but I wouldn't want them to puke on me. I draw the line. Women should only puke on you on Friday night when they're drinking too much.
What's the point of doing it from the inside?
Well, so they won't get skin cancer from the sun. Because a lot of white people, they're like me, we can't do it. We want to have the deep tan. But the sun says, no, that's for the dark people. No, you can't go against your genetics. You paid the price. Cowardly Duck Senior. Oh, Cowardly Andy Cuomo Duck Senior Citizens. You know what he did?
What he did?
Because he's a man and he's a stubborn Italian. He put a whole bunch of old COVID patients into senior citizen hospitals. Now, what two things don't mix? COVID and old people. Thousands died. And he denied it. He said, I didn't do that. Well, yes, you did, Mr. Cuomo. If you weren't so busy filling up your staff, you would know this. Now, I'm not against people filling up their staff. I think men have the right to fill up their staff if because it's their fiefdom. And also, as an Italian, he can't help it. My Italian part wants to grab everybody by the tush and hug them. Oh, yeah. Nobody's safe from my Italian part. It's only my Protestant uptight part that stops me. And then my Irish part gets drunk and it's just too boozed up to handle anybody. Not to mention my German part who just wants to go to war with somebody, and my English part that wants to outwit you in my own way. Now, Zoran insulted the Jews. You know, anti-Semitism is making a comeback. It don't make no sense. No, it don't make no sense because Jewish people are nice people for the most part. Now, I met bad ones, but who doesn't make a bad person?
I never had a problem with Jewish.
But no, but I never had problems. But you know what they're doing? They're saying they want to throw the Jewish people into the sea. And I'm saying, don't do that. That's genocide. And they say, we want to do that. And the people who are doing it are gay. And you know what the gay people get with their allies in Hamas? They would be abominous. They would get killed. They'd be thrown off buildings. How could you ally yourself with somebody who's going to kill you?
Right.
It's not logical.
No.
It's not. It totally doesn't. I can't wrap my head around it. I
He was
try.
so very religious against gays.
Yeah,
So
because
you can put them in the same building.
you couldn't because they'll go up to the top of the building and throw the gay person off the building.
Right.
I can't even tell you the things they do because this is a general public improv
They
thing.
have a lot of rules.
You got a lot of
Yeah.
rules.
That is very strong, and you gotta respect it. But if you put them in the same building,
No,
it's just gonna cause chaos.
they could kill them. And so why do they make an ally? It's like Nazis for Jews for Nazis. You can't make allies with people who want to kill you.
Like when two enemies in the same building.
Yeah, and the allies, I don't make no sense. Now, press gives Comey. Oh, James Comey, the FBI director. You know what he tried to do? He tried to kill the president because yeah, because he has, he's in contact with all kinds of commandos, and he said 8647. Well, 86 means, in spy talk and the gangs talk, death. And then he was saying the president, And you know what he's trying to do is psychological. What he's trying to do is he's setting off a whole bunch of lunatics or professionals, and they'll get them by law of averages. They'll get the lunatics, they'll be set off, and he's doing a subliminal message to them. Oh, Mr. Cuomo, you're gonna do time because Mr. Trump is not putting up with it. He was almost shot, and because of divine intervention from the Lord himself, he wasn't dead. Right? He can't depend on the Sabbath and the forever because you're in line with Satan. Oh, I believe that. I believe they're in line with Satan. They are with the devil himself. And they've come to earth to kill us all and put us on the shelf. But they're not going to get away with it as long as Trump is around. Trumpety, 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 Trump. Scorning the, I'm going back to, oh, what's this? LA slave mansion destroyed. Ah, there was the oldest slave mansion in Louisiana. It just so happened to have a
You
fire.
still got slaves?
No, we don't. No, not we don't have slaves. Democrats have slaves. They have little houseboys and stuff like that. There's slavery is coming back, and in the third world, and even in Europe, there's slavery going on. They enslaved the women into child trafficking and trafficking in women, and it's the same thing as slavery. Those people have no freedom, and the only person who could stop them is Mr. Trump. Yes, indeed. He's the president for you and me, Mr. Trump,
I
to
didn't know
save
Trump.
us all.
I didn't know Trump could go to Europe and save them.
Oh, yes. Yes, he can, because
They
when,
go all 50 states, not Europe.
oh, he's a powerful man. He's going to influence the leaders of Europe, and they'll become Trumpians. Those in Poland and Hungary and all the Baltic states. And even in France and in Italy, and Germany, they're all turning right wing. The one world government's going to fight it left and right, but they're going to get knocked out of sight. Ah, let's see. Barb Biden's lot. Oh, Biden is he's going on the shows to show that he could have won the election. He doesn't realize that the man his brain is mush, and he's undermining the whole democratic system because it becomes more and more obvious that they what wait just a moment here.
It's Trump. It's Trump.
Who's calling me?
Mr. Trump is calling you.
Oh, I can't answer. Hello, who's this? Oh, Eva, I'm just in the middle of doing a Nostrovini. Can I call you back? All right. Bye bye. Ah, what the hell happened there? Oh, okay.
He just got off the phone with Trump.
Yeah. His code name is Eva. Trump goes by Eva. When he calls me, he doesn't want people to know what's going on. Time Nash here. Oh, this is about what happened in Wisconsin. With the guy who got killed. What's his name? The what's his name? He was the guy who got in the neck and then he couldn't breathe and I'm gonna die. And then they had the riots. But when they had the riots, they burned down their own neighborhood, and the neighborhood never recovered. All the small businesses were destroyed. You can't do that.
Why would you destroy the neighborhood if the problem was you?
But the thing is that you don't riot and burn down your own building. Because then the small business is not there, and then they can't, that's your vibrant part of your community. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand, my friend. If you're gonna riot, don't do it, my friend. Ah, this is worrying me. Assisted suicide. Now, means that if I get real sick, which happens sporadically, I may be encouraged to commit suicide. Yes, they're doing that. Suicide is legal to say I got sick and I got depressed about it. My aide, and you said, Vincent, it's time. Ah, the time? No, it's not. I want to live. Vincent, you don't have any choice. You're a burden on society and a burden on myself. I have things to do. I want to vacation in Dominica. Oh, oh, my feelings. I don't want to be a burden to nobody. I guess I'm gonna have to take my imaginary gun and blow my heads out.
No.
And you're gonna assist me, and you're not even gonna get in trouble for it. Why you? I oughta. If I had the strength, I would hit you in the head.
Put your arms over.
I can't even lift this. I can't even take the tape off here. Look at this. Look, I'm struggling. Oh, I can't do it. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, help me here. Take that off there. I used to be a whole man. Now I'm relying on the Dominican.
I'm a young man.
Oh yeah, I'm a young man again. The Dominican gave me a haircut, and not a haircut, shave. Just the years melted off.
A young man, I need help from another.
I'm 65. You wouldn't believe it, would you? That's because God has ripped me apart and everything but the face.
Yeah, I was a bum with white hair.
I was just a bum. I was look, I was a man with a bum. Look, well, I got a picture of me. But this is actually a nice picture. This is Santa Claus.
Wow, look at that hairstyle.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I
That's
never
me with a
seen
beard.
that hairstyle.
Yeah.
What about the one behind you?
Oh wait. Oh, that's me when
Oh.
40 years ago or thereabouts. 42 years ago.
Tell me about that.
I was, you know, see that with the leather jacket there?
Yeah.
That's during my douchebag period. See, douchebags roam the countryside by the millions, picking up girls and using and wearing our leather jackets. Oh, I tried, but I was too shy. I looked the part, but I didn't act the part. And then I pretended I was in a rock band. You see, with the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they would say, and I had a voice voice, so I could fake it. I could fake being the lead singer, and then there's one with me with one as a hairstylist. I was a regular Warren Beatty. Yes, you wouldn't know who Warren Beatty is, young people.
No.
Oh, it's long, a long time ago. He was a famous playboy, and he did a movie called Shampoo, which inspired me because I wanted to go after the girls. Yes.
So you're going up to the girl, telling their hair.
Oh, yeah, through the hair.
I see it.
They become their friend. But I didn't know something about, you know what the horrors are that I didn't. You know what they say? If you could go back in time, would you kill baby Hitler? No. If you could go back in time, would you stop the slavery from coming over the ocean?
No.
No. If you could go back in time, what would you do, Vinny? I would warn the world of the friend zone. The friend zone where women don't do the hoopy doopy with you. They just become your friend and they yakety about their lives. So if you want to be a friend of a woman, you be a homosexual. That's their job. You don't be a heterosexual who wants to do the hoopy doopy with the girl. That's against the rules.
Very smart.
That's true. I would have warned everybody. I said, don't become their friends. Let the world be vacuous and cold to them until they do the hoopy doop with us under us. Oh, yeah, hoopy doop, hoopy doop, hoopy doop. Okay, I'm exhausting myself. I gotta go now.
One more song about
One more song. The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The wonders of Rome are of another day. I was lost and alone in Manhattan. I wanna go where the feces is really rotten. I left my heart in a decadent place called San Francisco, where the junkies roam like zombies every day,
for pennies and crimes and dimes and quarters,
where crime is running rampant, you see, because of democratic commies.
and all the issue between Republican and
But someday that place will fall into the sea. God willing, can't you see? Oh, LA's burnt down
It's gotta fall to the hands one day.
because it's hellspawn, can't you see?
Can't you see?
And New York is getting better, but I hope it will get nice again, you see, with a man like me fighting for the cause. And like Santa Claus, I'll bring life back to Manhattan, can't you see? Yes, sirree. Ah, la la la. Lulu, li, li, li.